Hello everyone. In previous classes we discussed about central problems of an economy, and today we are going to discuss about solutions of central problems in different economies. That is, how different economies in the world try to solve the basic economic problems that we discussed in the previous class. What are the basic problems that we discussed? That is, what to produce, how to produce, for whom to produce. So, in the world we know that every country, whether it is America, Japan, India, or whatever country, they have accepted their own political system. In the same way, they have accepted their own economic system also. So, the whole world economic systems, we can classify them into two, that is, centrally planned economy and the market economy. So, the nature of production of goods and service, what kind of a system they have accepted, that we can classify them as centrally planned economy and the market economy. ಪ್ರಪಂಚದಲ್ಲಿರೋ ದೇಶಗಳೆಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಗೂಡ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸರ್ವೀಸಸ್ಗೆ ಬೇಕಾಗಿರೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಅವರದೇ ಆದ ಎಕನಾಮಿಕ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ನ ಅವು ಆಕ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ. ಆ ಎಕನಾಮಿಕ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಎರಡು, ಒಂದು ಸೆಂಟ್ರಲಿ ಪ್ಲ್ಯಾನ್ಡ್ ಎಕಾನಮಿ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ ಎಕಾನಮಿ. ಒನ್ ಬೈ ಒನ್ ಈಗ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಸೆಂಟ್ರಲಿ ಪ್ಲ್ಯಾನ್ಡ್ ಎಕಾನಮಿ? ಏನು ಸೆಂಟ್ರಲಿ ಪ್ಲ್ಯಾನ್ಡ್ ಎಕಾನಮಿ ಅಂತ ಅಂದರೆ, ಆ್ಯನ್ ಎಕಾನಮಿ ಇನ್ ವಿಚ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಆರ್ ಓನ್ಡ್, ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ಡ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆಪರೇಟೆಡ್ ಬೈ ದ ಗವರ್ನಮೆಂಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಪ್ಲ್ಯಾನ್ಡ್ ಎಕಾನಮಿ. ಅಂದರೆ ಈ ಎಕಾನಮಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಏನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಆ್ಯನ್ ಎಕಾನಮಿ ಇನ್ ವಿಚ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಯಾವ್ದು ಬರುತ್ತೆ? ವಾಟ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್? ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ದ ಗೂಡ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸರ್ವೀಸಸ್, ಲೇಬರ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನ್ ಆರ್ entrepreneurship, what we call, all these are owned, controlled and operated by the government. Here the government takes the decision. It is not any producer will take decision what to produce, but instead here the economic activities are controlled by the government. So economic activities, in simple word you can also say as economic activities, here they are controlled by the government. Then such economy is called as centrally planned economy. In world, which are the countries that have adopted this kind of economic system? That is North America, Cuba, China and Vietnam. You can give very good example. So what are the features of this centrally planned economy? Under centrally planned economy, state ownership over means of production we find. Here the means of production are owned by the government. All means of production are owned by the government. So here state ownership means here it is the government is the owner of means of production. What are all factors of production? Factors of production ಯಾವ್ದು ಬರುತ್ತೆ? So they are land, labor, capital, organization, isn't it? So these are all factors of production. They are controlled by under the control of government. So this is the first feature. And the second feature is that decision making by the government. Here the government takes the decision regarding consumption, production and investment. What goods should be produced, how much should be produced by the people and should be consumed by them, how much they should be allocated for the consumption, and how much they are going to invest. All these decisions regarding it is taken by the government. And the third feature, third one is the central authority may try to achieve a particular allocation of resources. So here the distribution of final combination of goods and services which is to be desirable for society as a whole. That means here what good, when it is going to decide, such a good it decides to produce which will be good for the society as a whole. So your main intention is social well-being. Social welfare or social being, it keeps everything in a social society as a whole. For example, if it is finds that a good is very important and good for a prosperity and well-being of the community, as such goods it prefers to produce. For example, you can take education or health services which is not produced in adequate amount by the individuals on their own. The government may try to induce the individuals to produce adequate amount of such a good and services, or alternatively the government may itself decide to produce the good and services in question. So here the government takes, it may not ask the people to give importance, but it may give it. Previous year about Chinese economy, when you were studying neighboring countries, there you have studied how government made people to produce machines or is to start up small scale industries in their backyard. ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ನೀವು ಓದಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಇಯರ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಚೈನೀಸ್ ಎಕಾನಮಿ ಹೇಗೆ ಅಡಾಪ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡ್ರು, ಯಾವ ಥರ ಅವರು ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿಯಲೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಅಂತ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ ಹಿಯರ್ China is a very good example. The central authority here, it by keeping in achieve a particular allocation of resource, particular goal na mind ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಅದು ಪ್ಲಾನಿಂಗ್ನ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. And the fourth one is that social welfare motive. All decisions aim to maximize social welfare. Its main decision, whatever the government takes the decision, it is to maximize the social welfare and equal distribution of goods and services to all people so that they can get all goods and services. And another one feature is that planning mechanism guides all decision. Planning mechanism, they make plan for every year, of course, just like what we adopted in India 5-year plan. The same way the government adopts some planning, what the goods they're supposed to give importance, or this upcoming years what goods they should produce in more number, what service they should give importance. All this they take decision. Here the government guides that will decide in the production, in the path of production. So very good example, what we adopted 5-year plan India. In India we adopted 5-year planning. That is the very good example for planning mechanism. So here not the market forces but the government planning mechanism guides decision regarding what to produce. This is about centrally planned economy, how it works. Actually students, about this question you may expect 4 marks question. Just like write a short note on centrally planned economy. You may expect this question and you can answer as follows. Okay, the next one is that, now next one is capital economy or market economy. What is market economy? An economy in which the means of production are owned, controlled and operated by the private sector is called market economy. ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ ಎಕಾನಮಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಏನು ಅಂದರೆ, ಹಿಯರ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್, ನಾನು ಆಗಲೇ ಹೇಳಿದ್ನಲ್ಲ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್, ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಏನಿದೆ, ದೇ ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ ಓನ್ಡ್, ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ಡ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆಪರೇಟೆಡ್ ಬೈ ದ private sector. Here the producers, individual producers are the firms. They take decision regarding what, how and for whom to produce. Owned, controlled and operated by the private sector. For this kind of economy we can name the countries like USA, Japan, Australia, UK and Canada. They are a very good example for market economy. So what are the features of this market economy? Here we find private ownership over means of production. Private ownership over means of production. The means of production, as I said earlier, that is factors of production, land, labor, capital, organization or entrepreneur, are owned and managed by the private ownership. Private sector take the decision regarding this. And here the private owners, they have got complete liberty, freedom regarding production of goods and services. So the second one, independent decision making. Private sector, they are free to take all decisions regarding production, consumption and investment independently they can. Independent ಅಂದರೆ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಸ್ವತಂತ್ರ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ತಾವು ಏನನ್ನು ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು ಮಾಡಬೇಡ ಅಂತ ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಹೇಳಲ್ಲ. ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಯಾವುದನ್ನು ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಲಾಭ ಇರುತ್ತೋ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೋ ಅದನ್ನು ಅವರು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಸೇ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಮೋಟಿವ್. ಪ್ರೈವೇಟ್ ಓನರ್ಶಿಪ್ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಮೋಟಿವ್. So they take such decision which gives them only profit. If they find it is not profit making, then they don't produce such good. ಅದೇನೇ ಹೇಳೋದು, ಇವ್ರೇನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಸೆಂಟ್ರಲಿ ಪ್ಲ್ಯಾನ್ಡ್ ಎಕಾನಮಿ ಆದರೆ ಅವರು ಜನರಿಗೆ ಯಾವುದು ಒಳ್ಳೆಯದೋ ಅದನ್ನು ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಅದೇ ಇಲ್ಲಾದರೆ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಮೋಟಿವ್ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾರೆ. ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಏನು ಅಂತ ಅಂದರೆ, ಈಗ ನಾವು ಒಂದು ಪೋಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫೀಸ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, ಪೋಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫೀಸ್ಗೆ ಹೋದರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನಕ್ಕೆ ಈಗ ಪೋಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫೀಸ್ ಈಗಿನ ಕಾಲದ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಹೋಗಿರ್ತಾರೋ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪೋಸ್ಟ್ ಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಅಂತ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ, ವಿಚ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ವೆರಿ ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ಕಾರ್ಡ್. ಮನಿನಲ್ಲಿ ದುಡ್ಡಿನಲ್ಲಿ ತುಂಬ ಕಮ್ಮಿ, ಅದಕ್ಕೇನು ಬಹುಶಃ ನನಗೇನೋ ಈಗ 50 ಪೈಸಾ ಇರ್ಬೋದು ಅಂದ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀನಿ. ಐ ಆಮ್ ನಾಟ್ ಶೂರ್ ನವ್ ಎ ಡೇಸ್. ಸೊ ಒಂದು 50 ಪೈಸಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅದರದ್ದು. ಅದ್ರ ಮೂಲಕ ಒಬ್ಬ ಬಡವನೂ ಸಹ ಕಾಂಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟವರು ಪೋಸ್ಟ್ ಕಾರ್ಡನ್ನು ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಬಟ್ ಇವಾಗ ಏನಾಗಿದೆ, ನಮ್ಗೆ ಅಫ್ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ಈಗ ಫೋನ್ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ನಮಗೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಫೋನನ್ನು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಯಾವುದೇ ಕಂಪನಿಯವರೋಗಲಿ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟನ್ನು ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡೇ ಅವ್ರು ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಈಗ ಪರ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡು ಅದೇನೇ ಅವ್ರು ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರು ಇಟ್ ಶುಡ್ ಗಿವ್ ದೆಮ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್. ದೇ ಡೋಂಟ್ ಥಿಂಕ್ ವೆದರ್ ದಿಸ್ ಫೋನ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಈಸ್ ಅಫೋರ್ಡಬಲ್ ಬೈ ದ ಪೂರ್. ಈಗ ಎಲ್ಲರ ಹತ್ರ ಇದೆ, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ಸೆಕೆಂಡರಿ ಥಿಂಗ್. But here the phone making company or network providing company, they keep in mind only the profit. So this is what we find. And the fourth one is non-interference of government. Another feature of this is non-interference of the government. Here the government does not interfere in any economic activity. ಗೌರ್ನಮೆಂಟ್ ಇಂಟರ್ಫಿಯರ್ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ನೀವು ಯಾವ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಕ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಲಾಭ ಇರುತ್ತೋ ಮಾಡಿ, ಅದನ್ನು ಜನ ಯಾರು ತೊಗೋತಾರೋ ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೋ ಅದನ್ನು ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಬಾದರ್ ಮಾಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ನ ತೊಗೊಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಅವ್ರು ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಅವ್ರು ತೊಗೊಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಗೌರ್ನಮೆಂಟ್ ಇಂಟರ್ಫಿಯರೆನ್ಸ್ ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ಎಕಾನಮಿ ಅಥವಾ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ ಎಕಾನಮಿನಲ್ಲಿ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದ ಫಿಫ್ತ್ ಈಸ್ ದಟ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಮೆಕ್ಯಾನಿಸಮ್ ಗೈಡ್ಸ್ ಆಲ್ ಡಿಸಿಷನ್. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಮೆಕ್ಯಾನಿಸಮ್? ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ ಫೋರ್ಸಸ್. ಏನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಲ್ಲ, ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ ಫೋರ್ಸಸ್. ವಾಟ್ ಆರ್ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ ಫೋರ್ಸಸ್? ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ ಡಿಮ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸಪ್ಲೈ ಆಫ್ ಗೂಡ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸರ್ವಿಸಸ್. ಡಿಮ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಫಾರ್ ಗೂಡ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸಪ್ಲೈ ಆಫ್ ಗೂಡ್ಸ್. ಯಾವ ಗೂಡ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಡಿಮ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಇದೆಯೋ ಅಂತಹ ಗೂಡ್ಸ್ನ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸರ್ ಸಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಮ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಮತ್ತು ಸಪ್ಲೈ ಮೀಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೋ, ಡಿಮ್ಯಾಂಡು ಮತ್ತು ಸಪ್ಲೈ ಮೀಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೋ ಆ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ನ ನಾವೇನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಪ್ರೈಸು. ಈಕ್ವಿಲಿಬ್ರಿಯಮ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಗೂಡ್ನ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಡಿಸೈಡ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಯಾವುದು ಅಂದರೆ, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಮೆಕ್ಯಾನಿಸಮ್ ಗೈಡ್ಸ್ ಆಲ್ ಡಿಸಿಷನ್. ಇಫ್ ದ ಓನರ್ ಫೈಂಡ್ಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್, then he produces that good, and that good he should find demand for in the market for such good, and then only he will supply of such good. So this is what market forces. A market economy works through price mechanism, where price is determined by the market forces of demand and supply. So here the demand for goods and services, that will decide the price of a commodity. Whereas in a centrally planned economy, government decides the price, whereas here it is the market decides the price of a commodity. It helps him, thus it helps to solve the problem of central economic problem. What to produce, how to produce, for whom to produce, all these problem they get solution through price mechanism. Whereas under centrally planned economy, it is the government which decides. But students, one thing we should keep in mind, that in actual world, present actual world, we exactly never find complete complete market economy, or also complete market economy also we don't find, neither we don't find centrally planned economy. In actual world, what we find is it is mixed economy. It is the mixed economy. What is mixed economy? Nothing but it is the coexistence of both public and private sector. It is the coexistence of public and private sector in the management of economic activities. Here both government as well as private sectors, they take decision regarding what to produce, how to produce, for whom to produce. Very good example, we can say India. India is the best example for this. Of course, India and Pakistan, okay, then Bhutan, then Sri Lanka, all these countries, they have accepted the mixed economy. What about the countries just now I mentioned like USA and China? Though in USA we say it is a market economy, still we find certain role is played by the government in the economic activities. Of course, even the government interferes there in the market economy, but the interference of government will be very less. In China also, though it may be a centrally planned economy, but there also we find a less percentage of participation of ಪ್ರೈವೇಟ್ ಓನರ್ಶಿಪ್. ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಪ್ರೈವೇಟ್ ಓನರ್ಶಿಪ್ ಇದೆ, ಇಲ್ಲೂ ಗೌರ್ನಮೆಂಟ್ ಡಿಸಿಷನ್ಸ್ ಇಂಟರ್ಫಿಯರೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಗೇ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಯಲ್ ವರ್ಲ್ಡ್ ಏನಿದೆ ಅದು ನಾವೇನಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು, ಮಿಕ್ಸೆಡ್ ಎಕಾನಮಿ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಹೇಳಬಹುದು. So India is a very good example for mixed economy, and the terms the role of government decides course of economic activities, and whichever it is profitable, such will be adopted by the private sector. Thank you all. If you have got any doubts, you can tell me. You are welcome. Thank you.